Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Thursday, June 13th. Checking in now with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grull for a look at our early morning forecast. Good morning over there, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. Boy, temperatures yesterday highly dependent on when you saw the rain and how long it lasted in terms of the rain and how thick your cloud cover was. But the numbers generally in the mid to upper 70s near La Crosse and Eau Claire and points north and west. But look at far southern portions of the viewing area. Close to 90 in Boscobel and Prairie du Chien, both spots in the upper 80s. All is quiet this morning, a dry morning with a clear sky and sunshine. The almanac showing those numbers from yesterday, 79 and 60, about a third of an inch of rainfall out at the La Crosse Airport, over an inch of rain up in Eau Claire though. 81 and 60 are the averages, 97 and 42 the records for today. So the latest batch of showers and thunderstorms overnight just missed La Crosse to the north and east. That is now impacting far southeastern parts of the state of Wisconsin. Sub-severe for the most part, by the way. Another batch of rain showers across South Dakota, though. This is the one that may clip parts of the area as the day progresses, but we will be dry for the next several hours. Current temperatures generally in the 60s, and we will see highs today in the upper 70s to lower 80s, right around 82 in La Crosse. That mix of sun and clouds. Again, a chance for some hit and miss showers, and winds will shift from the southwest to the northwest at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. I will have more details on my 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Bill, we'll see you then. Thank you. Record rainfall causing massive flooding in Florida, leaving thousands without power this morning. Streets and major roadways have also been shut down. CBS's Duarte Geraldino has the latest on the massive rainfall as a state of emergency has been declared in some areas.
People in South Florida are living through a rare flash flooding emergency that's expected to continue throughout much of today. Dania is one of millions dealing with this historic rain.
It's crazy. I mean, look at my pants. Look at me. I'm wet. Every time I walk in the street, the water's right here.
Wednesday's downpours flooded roads and left parts of I-95 in Broward County shut down. The situation so dire, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis declared a state of emergency for South Florida. The National Weather Service warning people, move to higher ground now. In Dania Beach, police and fire crews conducted at least 40 rescues. On the Gulf Coast in Lee County, emergency officials had to save at least one driver from floodwaters. Farther north, a possible tornado brought down trees and power lines in Martin County. The rain forcing ground stops at both Miami International and Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International airports. Michelle Faria was supposed to be on one of the hundreds of flights delayed or canceled because of the weather.
I was supposed to leave at 10:20 for St. Lucia, and it was delayed. It just kept getting delayed, and then they pushed it to 9 p.m. tonight. So I ended up just switching flights.
The National Weather Service warning more rain is on its way, which means low-lying areas with poor drainage throughout South Florida could see a continued rise in waters.
The National Hurricane Center says it's currently monitoring a low-pressure system moving across the state, and there's a low 20% chance the system could develop into a tropical storm within the week. The U.S. and Ukraine expected to sign a bilateral security pact on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Italy today. That deal expected to commit the U.S. for 10 years to the following: continued training of Ukraine's armed forces, more cooperation in the production of weapons and military equipment, and the continued provision of military assistance and greater intelligence sharing. The sources said the pledge is expected to be an executive agreement, something that's less formal than a treaty and not necessarily binding for any future presidents. The U.S. House of Representatives voted to hold Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress. House Republicans cite Garland's refusal to turn over audio recordings of President Joe Biden's interviews with former special counsel Robert Hur while he investigated the president's handling of classified material. He did not end up charging him. The report now goes to the U.S. Attorney to bring before a grand jury, but the Justice Department will also make its own decision about prosecuting. A Minnesota judge has granted a change of venue for Adam Fravel's murder case, moving it out of Winona County. A defense survey found 74% of respondents had formed an opinion on the case thanks to news coverage, with nearly all believing Fravel was guilty. Therefore, a fair trial in Winona County would be unlikely, the judge ruled. The judge also denied motions to dismiss the first-degree murder charge and suppress Fravel's statements to police. The court will now determine the case's next location. Authorities are building a case against Zachary Fritz, a La Crosse man accused of killing his wife Ellen. Deputies say they found her dead in the couple's Shelby home with 50 sharp force injuries and 4 bite wounds earlier this week. Fritz being held on a $1 million cash bond. Their 4-year-old daughter is staying with her paternal grandfather. One person is dead after their car hit a dump truck in Monroe County. According to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, a car crossed the center line of Highway 21 near Flagpole Road in the town of Greenfield Tuesday afternoon, striking the dump truck. They say the crash caused the dump truck to catch fire, shutting down Highway 21 for 7 hours. The dump truck driver was not hurt. The car driver, whose name has not been released, was pronounced dead at the scene. Sauk County residents hosted a gathering of hope for a teenager who went missing last year. James Yablonsky was last seen leaving his family's home overnight last June. During initial searches, parties found multiple campsites and belongings that may have been his. Law enforcement say the evidence in the woods led them to believe the teen may be trying to live off the grid. Anyone with information is asked to call the Sauk County Sheriff's Department. Yablonsky's family offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to his finding. The Wisconsin Supreme Court has kept a lower court's ruling banning the use of mobile voting sites in the upcoming presidential election. In 2022, Racine allowed ballots to be cast in a van that traveled around the city. The court also ruled municipalities can use the same method used since 2016 to determine where to locate early voting sites. This is for the upcoming August primary and November presidential election. And the Crawford County Sheriff's Office is warning the community of a phone scam. An unknown man is reportedly calling random residents, identifying himself as Sergeant John Walker with the Sheriff's Office, and telling people they have warrants out for their arrest. He's calling from those numbers on your screen. The Sheriff's Office is telling residents to warn their loved ones about the scam and never give out any personal information over the phone. A La Crosse organization has developed a toolkit to emphasize the importance of safe public spaces. The group SPACE, or Safer Play Spaces and Community Environments, has been researching the effects of toxic materials used in playground construction. UW La Crosse Chemistry Labs found those rubber chips made of recycled tires in local playgrounds contain significant amounts of lead, which can cause developmental and other health problems in children.
So we're hoping that this toolkit can really be used in other communities so that they don't have to go through all these steps and take 4 years to get where we have come.
Their studies also revealed when heated, the chips release those same toxic materials into the environment. Their program has already helped 3 playgrounds make the change to safer materials, and they say there are more to come this summer. The time now is 6:06. Still ahead on your morning news. Sony Pictures buys a popular theater chain. SpaceX gets sued over illegal firing practices, and restaurant prices continue to rise. Those stories are coming up in your consumer news.
Inflation shows some small signs of improvement. I'm Danya Backus, and I'll tell you what's cheaper and what's more expensive.
For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. The ultimate rivalry will be reignited on Labor Day, and it will be putting stomachs to the test. Netflix announcing professional competitive eaters Joey Chestnut and Takeru Kobayashi will face off in a hot dog eating contest. It'll be streamed live on September 2nd. Chestnut is the world record holder, while Kobayashi popularized the sport in 2001. The last time they faced off was at Nathan's hot dog eating contest in 2009. Chestnut went on to win by consuming 68 hot dogs in 10 minutes. The Netflix announcement comes a day after Chestnut was banned from the Nathan's contest because he signed a deal with a rival plant food company. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news is next.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op, we knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Get an 11% rebate on your bathroom project at Menards. Create your dream bathroom with Sterling tubs and showers. They'll fit your style and budget and are easy to clean. Get this ensemble shower for $669.99 after rebate. Complete your bathroom with our entire selection of Dakota vanities. They feature generous interior storage and come in a variety of styles and finishes. Get this sliding barn door vanity for $168.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It took 34 years to change this place from worn out to wonderful. Slow and steady to keep overhead low. The same slow, steady growth has grown us to the best team of home improvement professionals in the region, over 80 today. Voted best to La Crosse because of exceptional quality and unexpected low prices. Whatever your next project, contact us today for a prompt free estimate. You have a problem, we have the solution. Better than you imagined for less than you expected. Contact the board store today.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today, a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Nomo lets you check on mom, day or night from anywhere. Is mom okay? And what if she's not?
If there's an emergency, Rapid SOS provides a direct connection to emergency services immediately.
Calling 911 connects you to your local emergency services. You can't directly call mom's 911 unless she's local too.
Rapid SOS is integrated with 911 services nationwide. Our 24/7 safety agents can dispatch help where it's needed.
That's Nomo.
Enhanced by Rapid SOS.
The biggest steak sale ever is this Thursday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Save big on delicious New York strips, bacon-wrapped sirloin fillets, and mouth-watering ribeyes. This sale is huge, and so is our dad-sized 25-ounce Big T T-bone. For the best steaks around at the best prices around. Don't miss the biggest steak sale ever, Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. A good Thursday morning to it. It's 6:11. What you need to know today, a chance of showers towards midday and into the afternoon, but plenty of dry time today as well, as you can see behind this graphic. Sunshine and clear skies right now. This weekend, scattered storms this weekend. The key word being scattered. It's not going to be an all-day washout either day, but have that rain gear handy just in case. Quite warm and humid as well. Father's Day right through the middle of next week. Dog walking forecast for today. Good morning for it. Mix of sun and clouds and dry this morning. That chance of showers around midday and into the afternoon, and then decreasing clouds heading into this evening. Corey told me that Nina is smiling here, partly because she was tired from her walk, but also happy as well. It looks like she's enjoying some sunshine through the window as well. She could be doing that right now. We've got sunshine as the storms from the overnight just clipping areas north and east of La Crosse. Those have now shifted well into southeastern parts of the state. And looking upstream, here's that next little disturbance that could clip parts of the area with some showers as the day progresses, especially around lunchtime and into the afternoon. Current temperatures ranging from 61 in Sparta to 68 in Decorah and Prairie du Chien, 63 in Eau Claire, 65 in La Crosse. And we'll see a mix of sun and clouds today. That chance of showers and highs today in the upper 70s to lower 80s, right around 82 in La Crosse. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast coming up in about 3.5 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, Sony Pictures has bought a dine-in movie theater chain called Alamo Drafthouse. It's got 35 theaters in 25 metro areas and a passionate fan base. The deal is notable because most Hollywood studios have been jumping into streaming, but Sony is remaining committed to the theater experience. Alamo Drafthouse declared bankruptcy in 2021 during the pandemic. Business has rebounded since then, with box office revenue growing by 30% the following year. A group of 8 former SpaceX employees taking CEO Elon Musk to court. In a lawsuit filed yesterday in California, the former employees say they were illegally fired for raising concerns about gender discrimination and sexual harassment. The suit accuses Musk of treating women as sexual objects to be evaluated on their bra size. The group also said he bombarded the workplace with lewd sexual banter and said the company had an Animal House environment. Dining out could be busting your budget. That's because the cost of going out to eat just keeps going up. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics released inflation data yesterday showing prices at sit-down restaurants rose almost 0.5% last month, and prices at fast food restaurants also went up 0.2%. Data from the past 12 months paints an even clearer picture. Prices at sit-down restaurants rose 3.5% overall, and prices jumped 4.5% at fast food and fast casual joints. The Federal Reserve announces its latest decision on interest rates as the government releases new data on inflation. Tanya Bacchus has an inside look at the numbers.
Some good news at the grocery store. Prices didn't go down, but they did remain steady from April to May. And drivers are getting a break at the pump. AAA says the national average is down about 16 cents a gallon in the last month. Overall, inflation eased to 3.3% in May, down from 3.4% in April.
I think this report is encouraging. We're moving in the right direction. But, you know, at the end of the day, prices are still pretty high. I think that's what's weighing on consumers still.
That includes housing costs. Rent prices shot up nearly 5.5% in the last year. And borrowing money to buy a home remains expensive. 3 years ago, mortgage rates were under 3%. They are now at nearly 7%.
Good afternoon.
A significant drop isn't expected anytime soon. The Federal Reserve decided to once again keep interest rates the same in an attempt to ease rising prices. And the board now says it only plans 1 rate cut sometime this year. Previously, the Fed had considered 3 cuts.
We know that reducing policy restraint too soon or too much could result in a reversal of the progress that we've seen on inflation.
Fed Chairman Jerome Powell says the board wants inflation down to just 2%. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Until the Fed is convinced that there is a long-term trend that is in place, I don't think they're going to be ready to cut rates anytime soon.
Some analysts are predicting a rate cut in September, but others believe it might not happen until the end of the year.
That's it for your morning consumer news. Time now is 6:16. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl for a look at our forecast. Hi, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. Got a neat time lapse to share with you all. We'll start with that. This was just afternoon. Those clouds were thickening up in advance of that little complex of showers and thunderstorms that you saw for a moment there. And then some clearing made for a beautiful sunset. This was the view at about 8:37 last evening. And then not only that, caught a little moon set as well. This was just after midnight last night as that moon set in our western sky. Now, the good news, most of the severe weather reports stayed out of our area. We did see a complex during the early to mid-afternoon hours that clipped parts of northeastern Iowa, far southern parts of the Butte area, Crawford County, with some 40 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts there. But most of the widespread severe weather stayed to our north and west across Minnesota. Lots of reports of large hail, even some unconfirmed tornado reports over north central parts of the Gopher State as well. Decent rainfall once again for the region. About 1/3 of an inch of rain out at the La Crosse Airport, over an inch in Eau Claire. So where you see those darker greens, an inch plus of rainfall, especially north of the Twin Cities, even over an inch and a half. But widespread amounts of anywhere from 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rainfall was common. Now, dry to start this morning. We've got blue sky and sunshine, 65 degrees at the airport, 66 downtown. Winds out of the southeast at 6. And note the Mississippi River holding steady. It is crested now at 11.11 feet, and it will start a gradual fall over the next couple of hours. 63 for you folks in Eau Claire. Winds are light from the southwest, and the Chippewa River rising just a little bit as well. Current temperatures primarily in the 60s. We got 61 in Sparta, 63 in Winona, 64 in Viroqua, and 68 in Prairie du Chien. Kind of muggy this morning, dew points in the low to mid 60s, so that makes it feel a little sticky out there. And it's going to be a more humid morning before those dew points fall as we head into the afternoon into the 50s. Winds currently from the southwest, they will shift to the northwest at about 5 to 15 miles miles per hour. So the overnight complex of storms that impacted areas north and east of La Crosse is now exiting southeastern Wisconsin. But looking upstream, here's that next batch of showers of the weak disturbance that's going to slide by just to our south. So this could clip parts of the area towards midday and into the afternoon with that disturbance over South Dakota. All right, dry this morning. Again, clouds increase with that chance of showers midday and into part of the afternoon. Decreasing clouds tonight. It's going to make for a pleasant night. Might be able to open up those windows with lower humidity. Tomorrow, dry, sunny to partly cloudy, and then clouds increase heading into Saturday, and eventually a chance of scattered showers and some thunderstorms on Saturday as well. Temperatures today topping out in the upper 70s to lower 80s in central and southern portions of the area, even up to the north. Pretty much similar conditions. Most spots seeing highs between about 77 and 83 degrees. 82 today in La Crosse, mix of sun and clouds, a chance of showers midday and into the afternoon. Mostly clear tonight, seasonable, less humid, lows in the 50s. Tomorrow, dry, 82. Now, there is a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms both Saturday and Father's Day, but neither day will be all-day washouts. 70s on Saturday, 80s for Dad on Father's Day, and warm and humid early next week, upper 80s to lower 90s. Small chance of thunder showers Monday and Wednesday, a little bit better chance Thursday and Friday. So we're going to stay in an active pattern with these periodic chances for showers and thunderstorms. Alexandra?
Yeah, a lot of icons on that forecast, Bill. Thank you. The time now is 6:19. Still ahead on your morning news. New research finding the impacts from migraines are getting worse in some patients. Coming up in your morning medical news, we'll break down the new data and why some doctors say many patients aren't getting the treatment they need.
Coming up in sports, see how the La Crosse Logan Rangers did as they returned to the state tournament for the first time since 2007. Plus, the Wisconsin track season may be over, but the Onalaska distance runners are still winning gold in big ways. See how, coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Don't believe Tammy Baldwin's TV ads. Believe her record. Baldwin voted against $800 million for narcotic detection at our border. She voted against more Border Patrol agents, against tougher sentences for drug traffickers here illegally. No wonder overdose deaths have skyrocketed on Baldwin's watch, with cartel activity right here in Wisconsin. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch support's going to do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Is there such a thing as too many strawberries?
I don't know, Stan. Is there such a thing as too many sunsets?
Or too many rainbows?
The new Strawberry Freshtival is here with our new fresh strawberry mega pancake platter, only at Perkins.
At Driven to Clean, our goal is fast, efficient cleaning of your trash bins and dumpsters. Our high-powered wash system and autonomous trucks kill almost 99% of all bin bacteria using 200-degree pressurized water to blast away germs and residue. We come the day after trash or recycling pickup for residential services and pre-schedule for commercial. Once completed, you'll have the cleanest bins around. Check out our plans and pricing at driventoclean.com.
Bygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Hi, everyone! You ready for more of that good news? Yeah.
This is your family. You're not anywhere else other than right here, and I feel that.
Let's bring it.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8. Download the News 8000 app today.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. We had another day of semifinal action at the state baseball tournament. The Logan Rangers' turn to take center stage. Rob Schiff was at Fox City Stadium, and he's got the coverage.
Both Oliva Strum and Aquinas won their state semifinal games on Tuesday, and now it's up to the Rangers to make it a perfect 3-for-3. Lacrosse Logan hasn't been here since 2007, but the Rangers have been on a run the past few weeks, and the Northsiders are 2 wins away from a state title. Let's go to Fox City Stadium. Logan taking on top-seeded Mosinee, and the Rangers taking a bit of a risk in the first. Logan trading an out for a run. Kobe Zaffron gets tagged, but Johnny Lever crosses home first. It's 1-0 Rangers. Indians fighting back, though, in the second. Benjamin Schley scorches one in a right center. There's the equalizer for Mosinee. That's going to tie the game at 1, but the Indians want more, and they get it. Keegan Jerschley jumps on this one, sends a base hit to center. That's going to score 2. Mosinee takes a 3-1 lead. Still in the second, Indians looking for more. Carson Nelson stays with it, fires to first for the out. 1 run scores, but Tyler Rumsey keeps it that way. Jackson Bosch, nice tag. Rangers keep it a 3-run game. But in the third, it's Schley again, coming up big with runners on. The senior stings one to center. 2 more runs come in to score. It's 6-1 Indians, and Mosinee adding more in the fourth. Gavin Obremski goes back up the box. The top-seeded Indians are going to be playing for a state championship as the Rangers run ends in the state semis.
Whatever you can end at the state tournament, I mean, we're not going to be raising a gold ball or anything, but beating quality teams, 4 or 5 games in a row, I told them, don't hang your heads. You guys made a special run and set the standard for future years.
Just feeling the hype and the big stage and everything like that was just a great experience, and that's something that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives. And then just being able to come here and set the bar for the future of Logan baseball, that's just a great legacy for us seniors to leave.
Not the ending they wanted, but like Coach Ellenbecker said, a special run for this Rangers squad. That's going to do it from Fox City Stadium. Kate, let's go back to you.
Tough ending for the Rangers, but it really was a magical run. And as Rob mentioned, 2 more games to go. Later this morning, we start off Championship Thursday with the D4 title game. Oliva Strum going for their first gold ball as they take on Solon Springs Northwood at 9 in the morning. And then at noon, the Aquinas Blue Golds look for redemption. They lost last year's state title game, but they're back. They're taking on Kenosha St. Joseph, and we'll have the highlights later tonight. Over in Oregon at the Nike Outdoor Track and Field National Meet, the Onalaska boys distance medley team bringing home a gold medal. Blake Bernstead, Casey Barth, Drew Simons, and Manny Putz put together a 9-minute, 56-second run that broke the Hayward Field record. Wow, I mean, I knew these 4 were fast, but now they're the fastest in the country. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is going on now. Don't miss these furniture hot buys, now only $7.99. Plus pay 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase in-store only. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
Giving a woman heartbreaking news that her baby has no chance of survival and giving them the option of having an abortion is one of the hardest parts of my job. Politicians like Donald Trump shouldn't be getting in between me and my patients.
We terminated Roe v. Wade.
My patients are worried. They're asking me, what is he going to try to take away next? If Trump was reelected, it would be devastating for women's health care.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Hey, bowling fans, ground-pounding horsepower returns to Recreation Park June 20th, 21st, and 22nd for the 49th Annual Budweiser Dairyland Super Nationals. Toma welcomes the National Tractor Pullers Association for 3 days of action-packed pulling on 2 tracks for 5 sessions of high-horsepower Grand National truck and tractor pulling. Tickets and more information available at tomatractorpull.com. Again, go to tomatractorpull.com for all the information you need. June 20th through 22nd, it's the Budweiser Dairyland Super Nationals, Recreation Park, Toma, Wisconsin. Be there.
For over 40 years, Blood Cross Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale is going on now. Don't miss these mattress hot buys, now only $7.99. And get a free adjustable base upgrade with an Align by Ashley Sleep mattress purchase. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In your morning medical news, Johnson & Johnson will pay $700 million in a settlement regarding its talcum powders. The deal resolves allegations. The company misled customers about the safety of the products. Legal battles and investigations into a link between cancer and talc have been ongoing for a decade. More than 50,000 claims have been filed against the company, most of them involving women who have developed ovarian cancer. As part of the settlement, J&J will no longer use talc in any of its products and will start making payments to 42 states and Washington, D.C. once the deal gets judicial approval. New research finding space flight can be a rough experience on the human body. Researchers looked at data on 4 volunteers who went to space and 64 NASA astronauts. They found space flight could increase the risk of bone loss, muscle atrophy, and kidney stones, and could even disrupt the immune system. Studies showed women seemed better equipped to handle the stress of space flight, but earlier studies suggest they have more of a risk of developing certain kinds of cancer from space radiation. Despite this, researchers concluded nothing they found should stop humans from expanding travel into space. June is Migraine Awareness Month, and new research suggests over the past 20 years, the debilitating condition and its impact are getting worse for patients. But as Bradley Blackburn explains, new treatments are also offering some new hope.
Mimi Frisch recently graduated medical school and became a doctor.
And they really started getting bad when I was in high school.
But since she was a child, she struggled with her own health challenges.
I often feel like it's really just it's like squeezing my brain.
It took multiple doctors to get the correct diagnosis, migraine headaches that can at times be debilitating.
There have been times when I'm out with friends and I get such a bad headache or migraine that I have to leave and go home and sit in a dark room by myself.
Some 40 million Americans live with migraines, one of the leading causes of disability. Mount Sinai headache specialist Dr. Fred Cohen says data shows by some measures they're getting worse for sufferers.
The impact and burden of migraine as well as the headache frequency has been going up.
His study found since 2004, scores on the Migraine Disability Assessment Scale have gone from 22% to 42%. The answers why aren't clear.
Go to your left, go to your right.
But for patients like Frisch, newer migraine medications are providing relief.
It's remarkable how much it's changed my life. I remember the first month that I went where I had 4 weeks without a headache, and that was unbelievable to me.
Dr. Cohen says if migraines last longer than a few hours or are severe, see a doctor.
The vast majority of migraine patients aren't getting adequate treatment. And a lot of it is that, unfortunately, they don't know, and there's a lot of tools.
The pain is real, and so is the promise of treatment.
Migraines affect more women than men, but all patients have seen an increase in frequency and impact. A local VA medical center making big moves for PTSD Awareness Month. That condition affects 5 out of every 100 adults in the U.S., according to PTSD.gov. Yesterday, Toma's VA Medical Center held a PTSD awareness walk for veterans who suffer from the disorder.
The veterans who signed up to serve their country often experience traumatic things in the line of serving their country, and symptoms of PTSD might not show up right away.
The VA Center also offers help to those suffering from the condition through one-on-one counseling, group therapy, and medication management. Vernon Memorial Healthcare invited the community to celebrate orthopedic excellence. Over the past year, the hospital has been given 5 prestigious health grade awards, including their 3rd year in a row, being in the top 100 best hospitals for joint replacement. The hospital invited the community to celebrate the accomplishments by giving tours and introducing people to the team that makes it all happen.
Being one of the top 100 hospitals in the nation for joint replacements is actually a pretty impressive award for a smaller community hospital like this, and we're just really excited to ensure patients know about that, the community knows about that.
Attendees also got an up-close look at their new Apollo robotic knee surgery system that their own Dr. Jeffrey Lawrence helped design. The Ho-Chunk Nation set off on a week-long dugout canoe journey down the Mississippi River yesterday morning. The 2024 HCN Dugout Canoe Journey, now in its 3rd year, aims to reconnect tribal members with their ancestral waterways and the ancient canoe technology that served their people for generations. Paddlers, including tribal members, historians, and local officials, will make their way south to Illinois, stopping at historic sites, navigating locks and dams, and engaging with river communities along the way.
We allow our youth and our tribal communities there to better understand different aspects of our culture. One of them being our steeped history in the use of watercrafts of this nature.
Their journey started in St. Paul Monday and will conclude in Galena, Illinois Friday. They're inviting the public to join them for a ride if you see them along the route, as long as you have a ride waiting for you at the next destination. A softball team is officially joining the Loggers this summer at La Crosse's Copeland Park. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit joined the team's first ever practice yesterday as they gear up for opening day.
The lacrosse team's first season officially kicks off in just a few days, and coaches say excitement could not be higher in the Coulee region as women's sports are growing in popularity across the country.
We're bringing in women from all across the country at all different levels who just want to get better, who want to show off their skills, and we're bringing the best of the best here to La Crosse.
This team are ready to show the Coulee region just how thrilling softball can be.
The athletes that we have here are amazing, and if you think a boy can do it, the girls can do it just as good, if not better.
For years, college baseball players have had the opportunity to spend their summers practicing their skills in the Northwoods League. Now, these women are getting the same chance.
I just feel like softball is finally getting more of the attention that it deserves, and I'm just really excited to be a part of that as well.
Northwoods League softball will be the first of its kind in the Midwest. Right now, there are 4 teams with hopes to expand.
People here I've talked to have been very, very excited about this team, and we just think that it will be the next big thing.
While the players have 40 games to look forward to this summer, they also have their eye on the long-term future of the sport.
Being able to, inspire little girls to play softball and they can come out to games in the summer with their families and just having time, I feel like, is a huge inspiration to everybody.
Reporting in Copeland Park, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now, This Morning.
La Crosse is one of 4 cities launching a summer softball franchise. The Steam will take on the Madison Nightmares at home this weekend. Time now is 6:36. Here is News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us what to expect on our morning commute.
Well, good morning, Alexandra. A little bit of patchy fog around the Black River Falls Airport. That's just south of town there. Visibility about 1/3 of a mile, a couple miles in Sparta, but most areas are fog-free, including right here in downtown La Crosse. A live look through CityCam showing blue sky and sunshine out at I-90 and Wisconsin 35 on the north side of La Crosse up towards Onalaska. Yeah, you'll need those shades this morning for sure. Drivecast for this Thursday, kind of a mix of sun and clouds. We will see some clouds increase with a chance for some showers towards midday and into the afternoon. So yeah, some spots, the roads could be wet at times. The overnight complex of showers and storms is now exiting southeastern Wisconsin early this morning. But that next batch of rain exiting South Dakota into southwestern Minnesota, this is the one that may clip parts of the area as we head towards lunchtime and into the afternoon. Current temperatures in the 60s, and we will see highs today in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Again, a mix of sun and clouds, that chance for some showers in spots. 82 for the high in La Crosse. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. Alexandra?
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. Judy is turning 80 years old today. She loves baking, doing embroidery, and playing cards. Happy birthday, Judy. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. Coming up, we'll have the organizer of Remy's Rally with us live in studio to discuss an upcoming event that helps raise funds for families with children who have been diagnosed with a rare condition.
Don't believe Tammy Baldwin's TV ads. Believe her record. Baldwin voted against $800 million for narcotic detection at our border. She voted against more Border Patrol agents, against tougher sentences for drug traffickers here illegally. No wonder overdose deaths have skyrocketed on Baldwin's watch, with cartel activity right here in Wisconsin. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
What do we think? Burglary gone wrong?
More like a chilling spree.
You see it all too often. When you don't take care and maintain your system, it's all too easy for problems to pop up when you need it the most.
It's hard to stay cool under pressure.
Proper service and maintenance is worth its weight in the cold.
I'm not a fan of having problems. What can you do?
Call G&T as soon as humanly possible.
Don't lose your cool this summer. Call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Hi, I'm Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. If you haven't been in this year, consider this your invitation to stop by. We'll be grilling out food, have special prizes for pre-registered guests, and test rides on the all-new Street Glide, Road Glide, and other 2024 models. Whether it's your first time on a bike or you've been riding for years, I want to invite you to stop into Great River Harley-Davidson.
A storm damage message from Knutson Roofing. If the roof on your home, business, church, or school was damaged by recent storms, call your local roof repair expert, Knutson Roofing at 715-ROOFING. Trust a local company with thousands of references to fix your roof, not the drive-through town companies that show up after a storm. Knutson Roofing, local, dependable. Did we say local? Call 715-ROOFING today.
Now's the time to enjoy huge savings on outdoor furniture from Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. From patio dining sets to sofas and chairs, they're all reduced to clearance prices. At Drury's, we have an eco-friendly mindset that's reflected in everything we sell. Environmentally friendly materials are important to us. And you'll be choosing from Homecrest and other quality brands, furniture that's designed to last. The Outdoor Clearance Event. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Hey, welcome back and a good Thursday morning to 641. First, a check of the rainfall reports from yesterday. Most spots anywhere from 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain, including the La Crosse Airport, 0.34. But we see these darker green bands, an inch plus. In fact, one right through Eau Claire, so 1.08 inches for you folks. But again, most spots saw a widespread rainfall with at least one complex of showers and thunderstorms. All right, allergy report for today and tomorrow. Low symptoms both days for pine and tree pollen. High symptoms both days for grass pollen. Your mowing forecast for the next 3 days. Now, yellow lights today and Saturday, but plenty of dry time both of those days as well. Just keep an eye on that radar. 82 today and tomorrow. Tomorrow looks dry, by the way, and then 76 for a high on Saturday. Now, speaking of dry time, we are starting dry with blue sky and sunshine, 65 degrees out at the airport, 66 downtown. And note the Mississippi River, it's holding steady now, so it just crested 11.11 feet, and it will start a gradual fall over the next couple of hours. Sunshine, 63 for you folks in Eau Claire. Winds are light from the southwest, and the Chippewa River is rising just a little bit. Current temperatures primarily in the 60s this morning, low to mid 60s, some upper 60s far south. Dew points kind of muggy, lower to middle 60s. Whenever that dew point's above 60, you'll feel the humidity, so a little sticky out there this morning, and it's going to be more humid this morning before those dew points drop back into the 50s as we head into the afternoon. Winds currently from the southwest, they will shift to the northwest today at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. So the latest of the complexes of thunderstorms overnight just clipped La Crosse to the north and east. That is now exiting far southeastern parts of the state. Another little batch of rain showers to our west, though. This is the one that may clip parts of the area as we head towards lunchtime and into the afternoon, as that secondary low over South Dakota slides by just to our south. So Sky Tracker will show that dry this morning, increasing clouds with that chance of showers as we head into the afternoon, and then decreasing clouds tonight and dry for our Friday with a sunny to partly cloudy sky. And then heading into Saturday, more clouds move in from the south and west, eventually a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday as well. Now, temperatures today, upper 70s to lower 80s, right around 82 in La Crosse. Most of our 65 locations on our zone forecast fly-through will see highs between about 77 and 83 degrees. Pretty typical for this time of year. Our average high in La Crosse is 81. 82, mix of sun and clouds, that chance of showers midday into the afternoon. Mostly clear, less humid tonight. Open up those windows, kind of refreshing. 59 for the low. Most spots will see lows in the 50s. Dry, 82 tomorrow. Chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms both Saturday and Father's Day. Neither day will be an all-day washout, so just have that rain gear handy if you have outdoor plans. 70s on Saturday, 80s on Sunday, and pretty toasty to start next week. Upper 80s to lower 90s, humid too. Isolated thunder showers potentially on Monday and Wednesday. A little bit better chance for some hit and miss storms next Thursday, which is the first day of astronomical summer, and on Friday as well. So keep the rain gear handy. Periodic rain chances over the next 8 days. That's the latest check in my forecast. Now here's Alexandra. She's got a special guest in studio this morning.
Thank you, Bill. A Holman family is raising awareness and funds for their 4-year-old daughter, Remy Stoa, who lives with a rare genetic disorder called Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome. Joining us this morning is Remy's mom to tell us about Remy's rally happening this weekend and how you can get involved. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So yeah, just tell us a little bit about Remy and how Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome has affected her life and your life.
So Remy is 4 years old, and we got her diagnosis in July of 2021. For Remy specifically, she has sleep issues, GI issues. She does have a feeding tube. She's cognitively delayed, and she's very, very small for her age. She also did have some heart problems and still does, but most of them have resolved on her own. So, I mean, the biggest issue for us is we do spend quite a bit of time in a hospital setting for appointments or hospital stays.
Yeah, I remember seeing a story, our Jeremy Wall did a story with you,
yes.
and that was a theme for sure, spending so much time traveling.
Yep.
So how else has this syndrome affected your life?
I mean, trying to keep things normalized as possible, because we do have 2 older kids. That's been a challenge. There's been times where our kids are asking us tough questions like, why is Remy so different compared to other kids? Why is she need to have medicine and nutritional support through her G-tube? So just trying to live a normal life with a special needs child is very difficult.
I can imagine, especially if you have other kids like you said. So what should we know about Remy's rally happening this weekend?
So Remy's rally, it is on Saturday at Maple Grove Venues. I'm so excited for this event. It's about a year worth of planning happening all in one day. So our committee is absolutely phenomenal. The community support has been great, and our sponsors are absolutely wonderful to work with as well. We do have a polka ride starting at 9 a.m. is when sign up is, and that will leave and go through the area about 10 a.m. Starting at 10 a.m., the general public is more than welcome to come in, check out our different raffle basket items, silent auction. There's going to be walk around items, live auction. We'll have music going all day. We have chicken queue from 11 to 7, courtesy of Premier Catering. And we also have bounce houses for kids as well, going from 10 to 7 as well. And new to this year, we are doing a cornhole tournament. So sign up for that. Starts at 11 and then goes until whenever that is done. They'll start that at noon. And if there's enough interest, the kids will also have their own tournament. So there's something for everyone this weekend, which is great.
Yes. Okay. Sounds like a fun day. Do people need tickets or do they need to sign up in advance?
Nope. You can come day of, sign up for everything. Day of, we'll have tickets. They're selling for the basket items. You don't need to prepay for anything. With a chicken queue, if a business or family wants to pre-order, they can order up to 10. If they order 10 or more, we will deliver to them if they are in La Crosse, Onalaska, or West Salem.
Okay, great. And so Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome, it's rare and only really been identified since 2012. So talk about that, you know, just another hurdle, another obstacle. How has that affected this journey?
It's been a journey, to say the least. We got the phone call in regards to her Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome from her genetic counselor at that point, and we were told she tested positive for this very rare syndrome. Here's a website. We don't know anything more, so that's where you're going to find everything.
Wow.
So finding providers for her that have even just a general idea of what it is has been such a big challenge. Thankfully, we're at a point now where we do have a phenomenal care team that listens to our concerns and jumps right on board with anything that we need.
Great, and events like this one's so important, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yes. This is how we, this is how we dive into medical research to learn more about Remy and every other kid and adult affected by the Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome.
All right, great. And is there a website people can go to learn more?
Yes, so our website, it is brand.page/Rally for Remy. We're also on Facebook, Rally for Remy, and our event is also on Facebook.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
It's the summer sale at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Get up to 30% off regular prices. This Leslie sofa is just $9.99, and this Spindrift dining set is $12.99. Get savings throughout the showroom during the summer sale at Home Furniture.
How did CEO Eric Hovde become a multimillionaire California banker? Let's take a look. Hovde's family rigged the system to rake in $30 million in government subsidies and loans. And now he's sheltering his wealth in shady tax havens around the world. So it's no surprise Hovde supports more tax cuts for corporations and millionaire bankers like himself, while working families pay the price. That's bank CEO Eric Hovde. Never been on our side. Never will be. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea Magnum. Okay, so at the end of the day, people are tired, right? And you just...
Yeah. You want some mommy juice and you want to watch a show.
Your brain's wore out.
Yeah.
If you do a physical job, you're physically tired, but you can also just be mentally tired. And here's one of the reasons you're mentally tired.
Okay.
According to the Journal of Health Psychology.
Ooh, I like that.
Average person per day makes 35,000 decisions.
That's amazing.
On average in a day.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area. When you install solar panels on your property, you're protecting your future. You'd be surprised to learn how much energy you'll collect and how much money you'll save, whether you're considering a small roof mount system or large ground mount system. It doesn't cost you anything to find out if solar panels are right for you. Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy. Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsonsolarenergy.com or give us a call.
When the threat is real, First Warn Weather is here for you.
All right, we still have another tornado warning now.
It's in the name, keeping you safe when you need us.
We'll continue to update you throughout the night with a severe weather outbreak.
During this summer sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $400 off Purple mattresses and pay no interest for 3 years. Plus, get free white glove delivery and a 120-night guarantee. Test and buy the famous Purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story. And like people think y'all look alike.
You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Weekdays at 4 on News 8. Celebrating 70 years. We're News 8 Now.
Welcome back at 6:52. Time for your morning news now. A Minnesota judge has granted a change of venue for Adam Cravel's murder case, moving it out of Winona County. A defense survey found 74% of respondents had formed an opinion on the case because of news coverage, with nearly all believing Cravel was guilty. Therefore, the judge ruled a fair trial in Winona County would be unlikely. The judge denied motions to dismiss the first-degree murder charge and suppress Cravel's statements to police. The court will now determine the case's next location. Authorities are building a case against Zachary Fritz, a La Crosse man accused of killing his wife, Ellen. Deputies say they found her dead in the couple's Shelby home with 50 sharp force injuries and 4 bite wounds. Fritz being held on a $1 million cash bond. The 4-year-old daughter is staying with her paternal grandfather. The Wisconsin Supreme Court has kept a lower court's ruling banning the use of mobile voting sites in the upcoming presidential election. In 2022, Racine allowed ballots to be cast in a van that traveled around the city. The court also ruled municipalities can use the same method used since 2016 to determine where to locate early voting sites. This is for the upcoming August primary and the November election. The U.S. House of Representatives voting to hold Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress. House Republicans cite Garland's refusal to turn over audio recordings of President Joe Biden's interviews with former special counsel Robert Hur while he investigated the president's handling of classified material. He did not end up charging him. The report now goes to the U.S. Attorney to bring before a grand jury, but the Justice Department will also make its own decision about prosecuting. The Crawford County Sheriff's Office is warning about a phone scam. An unknown man reportedly calling random residents, identifying himself as Sergeant John Walker with the Sheriff's Office, and telling people they have warrants out for their arrest. He's calling from those numbers on your screen. The Sheriff's Office telling residents to warn their loved ones about the scam and never give out any personal information over the phone. The U.S. and Ukraine are expected to sign a bilateral security pact on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Italy today. That deal expected to commit the U.S. for 10 years to continued training of Ukraine's armed forces, more cooperation in the production of weapons and military equipment, and the continued provision of military assistance and greater intelligence sharing. The sources said the pledge is expected to be an executive agreement, something that is less formal than a treaty and not necessarily binding for future presidents. A La Crosse organization has developed a toolkit to emphasize the importance of safe public spaces. The group SPACE, or Safer Play Spaces and Community Environments, has been researching the effects of toxic materials used in playground construction. UW La Crosse chemistry labs found those rubber chips made of recycled tires in local playgrounds contain significant amounts of lead.
So we're hoping that this toolkit can really be used in other communities so that they don't have to go through all these steps and take 4 years to get where we have come.
Their studies also reveal when heated, those chips release the same toxic materials into the environment. Their program has already helped 3 playgrounds make the change, and more are to come this summer.
Sunshine and blue sky to start today. Watching another batch of showers, though, exiting South Dakota into far southwestern Minnesota. This could clip parts of our area towards lunchtime and into the afternoon. Current temperatures in the 60s for most. We will see highs today in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Again, a mix of sun and clouds with that chance of showers. Dry tomorrow, 82. Chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Not all-day washouts on Saturday and Father's Day Sunday. 70s for highs on Saturday. Highs well into the 80s for Dad on Sunday.
All right, Bill, thank you. Well, the Blue Angels won't be the only aircraft landing in La Crosse for the annual Airfest. Fat Albert, the Blue Angels C-130 support plane, arrived with the rest of the Blue Angels yesterday. It's one of the aircraft used to transport the pilots' personal equipment between show sites. The Deke Slayton Airfest is this weekend. You can buy tickets on the Airfest website. We have that link for you on our website. Thanks for starting your Thursday with us on News 8 Now this morning. We'll see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your day.